Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel, leave your like and your comments. God in the heart. Genesis 25. 1. And Abraham took another wife, and her name was Keturah. 2. And she bore him Zinram, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Jishbak, and Sua. 3. And Jokshan spawned Sheba and Dedan, and the sons of Dedan were Ashurim, Letusim, and Lumim. 4. And the sons of Midian were Ephah, Epher, Enoch, Abida, and Eldah. These were all sons of Keturah. 5. But Abraham gave all he had to Isaac. 6. But to the sons of Abraham's concubines, Abraham gave gifts, and while he was still alive, he sent his son Isaac away, sending them eastward to the east country. 7. These, then, are the days of the years of the life of Abraham, who lived 175 years. 8. And Abraham expired, dying in a good old age, old and full of days, and he was gathered to his people. 9. And Isaac and Ishmael, his sons, buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron, son of Zor, the Hittite, who was opposite Mamre. 10. The field that Abraham bought from the children of Het. Abraham and Sarah his wife are buried there. 11. And it came to pass after the death of Abraham, that God blessed Isaac his son, and Isaac dwelt by the Beer-lahai-roi well. 12. But these are the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Sarah's handmaid Hagar, an Egyptian, gave to Abraham. 13. And these are the names of the sons of Ishmael, by their names, according to their generations. Ishmael's firstborn was Nebaioth, then Kedar, Adbeel and Mibsam. 14. Mizmah, Dumah, Massa. 15. Hadad, Tema, Jetur, Naphis, and Kedemah. 16. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names, by their towns and by their castles, 12 princes according to their families. 17. And these are the years of Ishmael's life, 137 years, and he expired and, dying, was gathered to his people. 18. And they dwelt from Havilah to Shur, which is opposite Egypt, like one going to Assyria, and made his seat before the face of all his brethren. 19. And these are the generations of Isaac, son of Abraham. Abraham begot Isaac. 20. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah the daughter of Bethuel the Aramean from Padan Aram, the sister of Laban the Aramean, to wife. 21. And Isaac prayed earnestly to the Lord for his wife, because he was barren, and the Lord heard his prayers, and Rebekah his wife conceived. 22. And the children struggled within her, then he said, If so, why am I like this? And he went to ask the Lord. 23. And the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in your womb, and 2 peoples will be divided from your bowels, and one people will be stronger than the other people, and the greater will serve the younger. 24. And when her days to give birth were fulfilled, behold, twins were in her womb. 25. And the first one came out red and all like a fur dress, therefore they called his name Esau. 26. And afterward his brother came out, his hand holding on to Esau's heel, therefore his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 60 years old when he begot them. 27. And the boys grew up, and Esau was a man skilled in hunting, a man of the field, but Jacob was a simple man, dwelling in tents. 28. And Isaac loved Esau, because hunting was his taste, but Rebekah loved Jacob. 29. And Jacob had cooked a stew, and Esau came from the field, and he was weary. 30. And Esau said to Jacob, Let me, I pray you, eat of that red stew, for I am weary. That's why it was called Edom. 31. Then Jacob said, Sell me your birthright today. 32. And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point of death, what use is the birthright to me? 33. Then Jacob said, Swear to me today. And he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. 34. And Jacob gave Esau bread and stew of lentils, and he ate and drank and got up and went out. So Esau despised his birthright. Genesis 26. 1. And there was a famine in the land, besides the first famine, which was in the days of Abraham, therefore Isaac went to Abimelech king of the Philistines in Gerar. 2. And the Lord appeared to him, and said, Do not go down to Egypt, dwell in the land that I will tell you. 3. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with you, and I will bless you, for to you and to your descendants I will give all these lands, and I will confirm the oath that I swore to Abraham your father. 4. And I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and I will give your seed all these lands, and through her shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. 5. Because Abraham obeyed my voice, and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. 6. So Isaac dwelt in Gerar. 7. And the men of that place asked him about his wife. He said, She is my sister, because she was afraid to say, She is my woman, lest, he said, the men of that place should kill me for Rebekah's sake, because she was beautiful to look at. 8. And it came to pass, as he had been there a long time, that Abimelech king of the Philistines looked through a window, and he saw, and behold, Isaac was playing with Rebekah his wife. 9. Then he called Abimelech to Isaac, and said, Behold, indeed she is your wife, how then didst thou say, She is my sister? And Isaac said to him, Because I said, lest I die because of her. 10. And Abimelech said, What is this that you have done to us? One of the people would easily have lain with your wife, and you would have brought a crime on us. 11. And Abimelech commanded all the people, saying, Whoever touches this man or his wife shall surely die. 12. And Isaac sowed in that same land, and reaped that same year 100 measures, because the Lord blessed him. 13. And the man grew great, and became rich, until he became very powerful. 14. And he had possession of sheep, and possession of herds, and many servants, so that the Philistines envied him. 15. And all the wells, which his father's servants had dug in the days of his father Abraham, the Philistines filled up and filled with earth. 16. Abimelech also said to Isaac, Depart from us, because you have made yourself much more powerful than we are. 17. So Isaac departed from there and made his camp in the valley of Gerar, and dwelt there. 18. And Isaac returned and dug the wells of water which they dug in the days of Abraham his father, and which the Philistines had stopped up after the death of Abraham, and he called them by the names which his father had called them. 19. So Isaac's servants dug in that valley, and found there a well of living water. 20. And the herdsmen of Gerar quarreled with the herdsmen of Isaac, saying, This water is ours. Therefore he called that well Ezek, because they contended with him. 21. Then they dug another well, and they also fought over it, therefore he called it Sitnah. 22. And he departed from there, and dug another well, and they did not quarrel over him, therefore he named him Rehoboth, and said, Because now the Lord has enlarged us, and we are increased in this land. 23. Then he went up from there to Beersheba. 24. And the Lord appeared to him that same night, and said, I am the God of Abraham your father, fear not, for I am with you, and will bless you, and multiply your descendants for Abraham my servant's sake. 25. So he built an altar there, and called on the name of the Lord, and pitched his tent there, and Isaac's servants dug a well there. 26. And Abimelech came to him from Gerar, with Ozad his friend, and Phicol the prince of his host. 27. And Isaac said to them, Why have you come to me, since you hate me and have pushed me away from you? 28. And they said, We have indeed seen that the Lord is with thee, therefore we said, Let there be now an oath between us and thee, and let us make a covenant with you. 29. may you not harm us, as we have not touched you, and as we have done you only good, and let you go in peace. Now you are the blessed of the Lord. 30. Then he made them a feast, and they ate and drank. 31. And they rose early in the morning and swore to one another. Then Isaac sent them away, and they left him in peace. 32. And it came to pass that same day, that the servants of Isaac came, and told him concerning the business of the well, which they had dug, and they said to him, We have found water. 33. And she named him Seba, therefore is the name of that city Beersheba to this day. 34. Now when Esau was 40 years old, he took Judith the daughter of Beri the Hittite and Basemath the daughter of Elon the Hittite to wife. 35. And these were to Isaac and Rebekah a bitterness of spirit. Genesis 27. 1. And it came to pass, as Isaac grew old, and his eyes grew dim, so that he could not see, that he called Esau his eldest son, and said unto him, My son. And he said to him, Here I am. 2. And he said, Behold, I am now old, and I do not know the day of my death. 3. Now therefore, take your weapons, your quiver and your bow, and go out to the field, and catch game for me. 4. And make me savory food, such as I like, and bring it to me, that I may eat, so that my soul may bless you, before I die. 5. And Rebekah listened when Isaac spoke to her son Esau. And Esau went into the field to catch game which he was to bring. 6. Then spoke Rebekah to Jacob her son, saying, Behold, I have heard your father talking to Esau your brother, saying, 7. Bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and bless you before the face of the Lord before I die. 8. Now therefore, my son, listen to my voice and what I command you. 9. Go now to the flock, and fetch me from there 2 good young goats, and I will make them a savory stew for your father, as he likes. 10. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat, that he may bless you before his death. 11. Then said Jacob to Rebekah his mother, Behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I a smooth man. 12. Perhaps my father will feel me, and I will be in his eyes as a deceiver, so shall I bring a curse upon myself, and not a blessing. 13. And his mother said unto him, Upon me be thy curse, my son, only obey my voice, and go, fetch them to me. 14. And he went and got them, and brought them to his mother, and his mother made a savory stew, such as his father liked. 15. Then Rebekah took the finery of Esau, her eldest son, which she had with her in the house, and dressed Jacob, her youngest son. 16. And with the skins of the goats she covered her hands and the smoothness of her neck. 17. And she gave the savory meat and the bread that she had prepared, into the hand of Jacob her son. 18. And he went to her father, and said, My father. And he said, Here am I, who are you, my son? 19. And Jacob said to his father, I am Esau, your firstborn, I have done as you told me, now arise, sit down and eat of my venison, that your soul may bless me. 20. Then Isaac said to his son, How is this, that you found her so soon, my son? And he said, Because the Lord your God has sent her to meet me. 21. And Isaac said to Jacob, Come near now, that I may feel for you, my son, whether you are my son Esau or not. 22. Then Jacob came near to Isaac his father, who felt him, and said, The voice is the voice of Jacob, but the hands are the hands of Esau. 23. And he knew him not, because his hands were hairy, like the hands of Esau his brother, and he blessed him. 24. And he said, Art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. 25. Then he said, Bring it near me, that it may eat of my son's venison, so that my soul may bless you. And it came to him, and he ate. I also brought him wine, and he drank. 26. And Isaac his father said unto him, Come near now, and kiss me, my son. 27. And he drew near and kissed him. Then, sensing the smell of his garments, he blessed him, and said, Behold, the smell of my son is like the smell of the field, which the Lord has blessed. 28. So therefore may God give you the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and abundance of wheat and new wine. 29. Let peoples serve you, and nations bow down to you. Be lord over your brothers, and may your mother's sons bow down to you. Cursed be those who curse you, and blessed be those who bless you. 30. And it came to pass, when Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, as Jacob had just gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, Esau his brother came from his hunt. 31. And he also made savory food, and brought it to his father, and said to his father, Arise, my father, and eat of thy son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. 32. And his father Isaac said to him, Who are you? And he said, I am your son, your firstborn Esau. 33. Then Isaac shuddered with a very great shudder, and said, Who then is he that caught game, and brought it to me? And I ate everything before you came, and I blessed him, and he shall be blessed. 34. When Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a loud and very bitter cry, and said to his father, Bless me also, my father. 35. And he said, Your brother came with subtlety, and took your blessing. 36. Then he said, Is not his name just Jacob, so much so that he deceived me twice? My birthright is taken from me, and behold, now my blessing is taken from me. And he asked, Have you not reserved for me any blessing? 37. Then Isaac answered Esau, saying, Behold, I have made him lord over you, and all his brethren I have given him for servants, and with wheat and new wine I have strengthened him. What shall I do to you now, my son? 38. And Esau said to his father, Do you have one blessing, my father? Bless me too, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice, and wept. 39. Then Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be in the fatness of the earth, and in the dew of heaven above. 40. And by your sword you shall live, and your brother you shall serve. It shall come to pass, however, that when you shall be lord, then you shall shake off his yoke from your neck. 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father had blessed him, and Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand, and I will kill my brother Jacob. 42. And these words of Esau her eldest son were reported to Rebekah, and she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said to him, Behold, Esau your brother comforts himself concerning you, intending to kill you. 43. Now therefore, my son, listen to my voice, and arise, flee to my brother Laban in Haran. 44. And dwell with him a few days, until your brother's fury has passed. 45. Until your brother's anger turns away from you, and he forgets what you did to him, then I will send for you from there. Why would I also be bereaved of you both on the same day? 46. And Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of hate. If Jacob takes a wife from the daughters of hate, as these are, from the daughters of this land, what good is my life? Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel, leave your like and your comments. God in the heart.